Good day. Today I'm going to present another story, a sequel, Detective Raju. This is a sequel series of movies like James Bond, mostly detective work of Detective Raju and his assistant Ollie and high-tech girl, bionic girl they call her Geeta, and their office assistant. She's a nice chubby woman who gives comedy between Ollie and that office assistant. One day when there is nothing, no more business, there is no cases, they're relaxing and then eating some snack in the hotel, Ollie saw a newspaper headlines, a bank manager was kidnapped. One of the biggest banks in the city manager is kidnapped, and the bank is offering 20 lakhs rupees for whoever may give money. Whoever gives money, whoever find the bank manager, they're going to give a gift money, a reward money of 20 lakhs. And that is interested Detective Roger. They almost jumped into the case, and immediately Detective Roger with Ali read the bank. And of course it was surrounded by police quarter off. And of course his good friend, Inspector Shaker, was there spearheading the case. And then Detective Raju asks Shaker, what happened? Well, the bank manager was kidnapped at a gunpoint and nobody knows who kidnapped him. And the bank, they're giving 20 lakhs rupees, Well, Detective Raju says, smiling, I'm interested in making money if you allow me to involve in this case. He said, that's fine. So they interviewed the assistant manager, a very nice lady, a middle-aged lady, and she gives the details, how it happened and all that. And then what happens is, she tells, Detective Raju asks the assistant manager, do you have the list of the people who owe money, who took large amount of loans from the bank? And she says, yeah, there is a lot of people who take bank loans, hundreds of them, but there are 2 or 3 of them who take 100, 200, 300, 400 million dollars, and then they pay the interest. Sometimes they don't pay it, so there is a lot of struggle between the bank and the people who took the loans, and some people even left the country, and some people went to jail. But this company, Taj Mahal Enterprises owner Jaggu, was there a few days ago to renegotiate the loan agreement because he's defaulting on his loan and he's not able to pay the interest also. And the bank manager is rough on him. He said he wants the money, otherwise they want to confiscate his property. Taj Mahal Enterprises, it's a big bar and discotheque dance club. A lot of people go, but he is not able to make enough money to pay the 100 crores he took, and maybe he spent the money in other ventures, he cannot pay the interest, let alone the principal on the loan. So there may be some connection. So immediately, Detective Rajesh jumped into the case with Ali and Geeta, and then they go to the nightclub, and then Geeta camouflage or act like a record dancer and ask one of those people at discotheque if she can give an item song dance. Of course, they're happy if a beautiful girl want to give a free, they're happy because the customers will throw money and they make money. So there is an opportunity for item song for Geeta, and Ali is also maybe in the dance, and there's a big dance item there in the nightclub or discotheque. And then after dance, and behind the screen, Geeta mingled with other girls, and then she goes to the other club rooms and in the rooms, and then one room she found a Sikh, a Sardarji, looking at a lot of monitoring, video monitoring, and she realizes he's the security chief for the entire club, Taj Mahal Enterprises Club. He monitors every room with CC cameras outside, anybody or misbehaving inside the club, and every part, bar, there's a lot of CC cameras, but all those things are projected in these small TV screen monitors in this room where he sits and watches what is happening. If something is trouble, he will call them and immediate security will take care of that. So Geeta tried to flirt with him. Flirt means romantic talk. Try to get him to a good feeling. And this Sardarji is not like girls. Particularly a fellow who works in nightclubs. He had a lot of romantic relations with a lot of these record dancers. So it's not unusual. So when he's watching, she also watched the monitor, screens. In one room, she saw a man with a blindfolded tied to a chair. And then she says, "What is wrong with you?" "Oh, my boss will put all these people who do not pay money or who fail to pay. They gamble here, they lose money, they cannot, so they give a rough treatment unless we confiscate, get something out of them. So he may be one of them." But then when she compared the picture she had in her pocket, that is a bank manager who was kidnapped and kept blindfolded and tied to a chair in one of the rooms in the Taj Enterprises discotheque, in one of those a lot of rooms in the back. And then she flirts a little more with Sardarji and she says, "Hello, and then I'm going, I'll see you tomorrow night." He says, "Okay, sweetie. Okay, honey, I'll see you." And then they depart. And then she comes to Detective Raju and Ali enjoying drink the bar and tells the story, That bank manager was kidnapped. He's in one of the rooms, blindfolded, tied to a chair. So we have to find him and release him. So the story begins there, how they maneuver the rooms, the rowdies will come and fight back, and eventually how Geeta plays important role to redirect the focus of their people away from the room. So Detective Raju and Ali, with help of course, Inspector Sekhar, will break the case and release the bank manager who was kidnapped and arrest the enterprise's owner for kidnapping and the bank manager. So the story ends. It's a nice, short, very straightforward in the series, Detective Raju in the sequel. We call it sequel, like the James Bond sequel. There's a lot of comedy in the club. There is a lot of item dances in the discotheque with Geeta and Detective Raju and Ali participating with others. There's a lot of comedy and a lot of even songs. If somebody want to make a short movie and release on internet, like YouTube or Netflix or Amazon, you can contact me at subha4@msn.com. subha4@msn.com. 4 like a number 4. Thank you and bye.